A massive winter storm is now triggering severe alerts all across the country. Its impact felt by some 230 million people. So tonight we want to take a closer look at the impact of this event outside of Indiana. Multiple crews prepping and treating runways at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport in Atlanta, as the busiest airport in the world braces tonight for a massive winter storm that could cripple travel for days.
We are expecting that we'll have snow and ice that we'll have to deal with.
Close to 230 million people from New Mexico up to Maine are under weather alerts through Monday, as half the country now prepares for catastrophic conditions, bringing heavy snow and dangerous ice.
Down trees and power lines could cause extended power outages and debris issues.
Several states and Washington, D.C. have declared a state of emergency. This monster storm could bring nearly an inch of ice or more to large sections of the plains and south. Parts of the Midwest and Northeast will be pounded with snow. Some areas like upstate New York could see up to 2 feet. Even New York City could get more than a foot of accumulation.
This is a very dangerous combination of heavy snow and extreme cold temperatures.
Ahead of this massive storm comes the bitter and extreme cold. Arctic air and wind chills will send the feels-like temperatures well below zero in some parts of the country. The mix of brutally cold temperatures and ice could be disastrous for places not equipped for these conditions, like Dallas.
Additional resources are in the city of Dallas, and they're ready to respond to outages or any disruptions that we experience.
Already, thousands of flights have been canceled nationwide ahead of this weekend's storm, and many more are expected as this storm continues through Monday.
Looking forward to some updates all throughout the weekend on WTHR Plus, not just of what's going on here, but also keeping an eye all across the country just to see what's going to be going on. The system is starting to take shape. Look at the temperatures, the actual air temperatures, 9 below in Chicago right now. It's 2 in Indy, but look at all of the temperatures, the feels like temperatures that are below zero, from 15 below in Billings to Oklahoma City at 2 below, all the way to 12 below currently in Indy, and it feels like 1 degree in both Boston and New York. The cold air is certainly in place. Now the moisture arrives. 2 degrees is the current temperature. I want to walk you through some new model data that just came in. So we do have some new figures that are just starting to pour in. Nothing major has changed, but of course, any little details, we try to watch for some new info that comes in. Temperatures in the single digits. I think we're actually just a little bit colder than what the model has been forecasting. I don't think it's going to change much in our overall forecast, but maybe trend those numbers just a little bit down through the day. I still think it's going to be single digits overnight. No snow is expected overnight, and wind chills, as we're already seeing, anywhere from 0 to 20 below. Heading into tomorrow, I think the first half of the day, you're going to be snow free. That's the way it looks at this point. It is still going to be cold, but we should be able to get to around 10 by about midday. Then the snow starts to overspread the area. I did stop it here at 1 p.m. for the IU celebration. And at least according to this, at this point, though, it's a little bit nitpicky. The snow does look like it'll be a little farther to the south, but very quickly will overspread through the afternoon. And then this will be light snow. It'll be very powdery snow. This is going to blow around a good bit, and the temperatures will be into the mid-teens. I don't think this is going to be a real thick shield of snow like we're expecting to arrive sometime around Sunday morning and likely continue through about just the entire day. Bulk of the snow will fall probably around midday. Some of the snow may be heavy at times. Temperatures will come up a bit, and that may change the nature of the snow slightly. Instead of that dry, powdery snow, this may become a little bit heavier. I don't think it's going to be heavy, wet snow, but it may change the consistency slightly as the temperatures, at least according to this model, get up close to 20 degrees. It's going to continue snowing through Sunday night, and then once this last little batch moves through sometime after midnight, we'll clear things out, and then the temperatures are going to drop in a big way. We go back into the deep freeze, potentially below zero for a couple of nights, and the cold weather stays with us. Wind chills are still going to be down below zero, maybe as low as 25 below zero in a couple of spots. New model data for snowfall totals. We haven't shown these a lot because a couple of things here. This pretty much jives with our forecast map, with one major exception. areas to the north. We think there's going to be some dry air that's going to eat into some of these snowfall totals, which is why we don't just take the snowfall totals and turn it into a map. We actually put a little bit of meteorology into it. We look at some of the things, some of the different data that's coming in. We analyze a lot of different models, and we feel pretty comfortable with the forecast map that we have right here, 8 to 12 across most of central Indiana. Let me show you the 7-day forecast here. There's your Saturday forecast. Cold with changing to snow, snow moving in sometime during the afternoon. Snow through the entire day on Sunday. Cold for Monday. I did adjust the temperatures Monday and Tuesday morning. They're still below zero, but I nudged them up just a hair. The entire forecast is going to stay cold.